My name is Joseph Camilleri, convener of Conversation at the Crossroads. We live in uncertain times. There's an understatement for you. To use Thomas Hobbes's famous phrase, life for many is solitary, poor, nasty, brutish, and short. We need only think of Gaza, Ukraine, Sudan, Afghanistan, Syria, Yemen, or Myanmar to sense something of the catastrophic suffering that, as we know, is the lot of tens of millions. By comparison, most of us in Australia and other affluent societies lead a relatively comfortable existence. And yet, this is not so for everyone. For some, it is cost of living pressures or the housing crisis. For others, uncertain access to reliable healthcare, or the problems of aging and the agonizing option of aged care. For the disabled, the marginalized, the discriminated, not to mention our Indigenous communities, it is the despair that comes with exclusion. And let's not forget our collective frailty in the face of global warming. All of this can be overwhelming, which is why in these uncertain, anxious times, we need spaces where we can share with others what we feel, join with others to reflect, to see the bigger picture, to be stimulated, encouraged, inspired, a space to renew our confidence in the future. Specifically, we need a space where we can find our bearings, a space that can give meaning and direction to life's journey. The much anticipated international 6-week series, Ethics in Turbulent Times, will, I believe, provide such a space. The series begins this coming Tuesday, 10th of September. And over these 6 weeks, the series will bring us the insights of exceptional thinkers and practitioners. To begin with, the first week, Peter Singer, a leading philosopher. Some have described him as perhaps the most influential philosopher of our time. Professor of bioethics at Princeton University, author of many books, some of them very well known: Animal Liberation, Practical Ethics, The Expanding Circle, How Are We to Live, Rethinking Life and Death, and recently, The Buddhist and the Ethicist. Peter Singer, perhaps the most eloquent advocate today of the whole notion of effective altruism. He will address us, converse with us, and address our questions. Other guests, each with their unique insights and experience, will join us in the weeks that follow. But there is much more to the series than the contribution of these distinguished guests. This will be a multifaceted program of presentations, yes, including by me, interviews with experts, Q&A, debates, small group discussions, innovative exercises, and all this in the congenial surroundings of University College, the University of Melbourne, with excellent catering and unique opportunities to meet and converse with people of different ages and backgrounds. And we'll do our best to communicate the buzz in the room with those joining us online in different countries or different parts of Australia. Now, I know that, much as they would like to, not everyone will be able to make it. Many of us have home duties, caring for young and old, work, travel, and other commitments. But there is something we can all do. We can all share opportunities presented by the series to others, friends, colleagues, fellow activists, groups of all kinds that we're in touch with. It would be such a shame if these people were not to have the opportunity to hear about the series. And it is worth doing this, regardless of the response we may get. It can be a very creative way of striking a useful conversation. And finally, if I may, a word of housekeeping. Some people may feel unable to register for the series because of cost. We've tried to make the series financially accessible. Even so, there will be some whose economic situation doesn't allow them to cover the registration fee. We understand this. So let me assure them that we do not wish anyone to be excluded on the grounds of cost. Simply get in touch with us and we will work something out. And so, if I may close these few thoughts by saying that much energy has gone into planning the series. With your engagement, we want to make it the very best it can be, a unique and memorable experience.